Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Demara, and you have landed on Astrocast. This is your weekly forecast from July 15th through the 22nd. Now, also, I'm going to, at the end of this report, talk a little bit, just a little bit in depth about the highlight of the week, which is Mars conjuncting Uranus. Okay, so this energy is permeating the entire week for all of us, individually as well as collectively. So I'm going to go through sort of what's going on this week. And then at the end, I'll talk a little bit in depth about Mars conjunct Uranus. So the theme for the week, you know, you know me if you've been listening. Sometimes it's hard for me to come up with a theme right away, but it's empowered shifts. So we have to take into consideration how we're using our power. We have to take into consideration that Mars conjuncting Uranus is actually also conjuncting the star Algol. And Algol, I want to do like a whole report on this fixed star, right? But I'll just give you a snippet. So those of you who understand any goddess work or have done any goddess work, Algol is likened to the energy of Kali. And Kali is a feared goddess because she just looks angry and aggressive, and she has skulls around her neck, and she's got this long tongue sticking out with like blood dripping from it. She's the liberator, is what she is. She is the one that liberates us from our own internal limitations, our perceived limitations. She slashes all of that, and then she allows us to actually see the pearl that is within us. But we have to allow that work to happen, right? So in mythology, we talk about the goddess Kali and how she burns everything to the ground, and then we're left with ashes, and then amidst the ashes, there's the pearl. Well, the fixed star Algol is like that. So this fixed star represents feminine power. And remember, that's not women, it's feminine power. It's the energy of the feminine, which is about rest, about allowing, about listening, about wielding the power that we have inside internally, not from a place of pushing or productivity, but from a place of connection and compassion. Okay. I said I was going to save it to the end, but it doesn't always happen that way. It just kind of comes out. So that's how we start off the week. So the week starts off with Mars, which is the planet of courage and deliberation and initiation and movement forward, and very masculine, conjuncting Uranus, which is all about liberation and higher mind thinking and big changes and unexpected shifts, sitting with this feminine power. So it's a pretty powerful week. That's all I'm going to say. And I would say the biggest thing that we want to do individually and collectively is guard against aggression. Like, if you feel yourself being pushed into a corner and you're feeling aggressive, walk away. Just, right? So that's the energy. I can remember a point in time being in an argument with someone. This was years ago, and I just was still. And it was the first time I'd ever done that in my life, where I was just grounded and still. And this person was screaming and hollering at me, and I really don't even remember hearing it. I just remember this energy of my heart of just sitting still and being in almost like a protective cocoon, right? So that's the type of energy you want this week. You want to guard against any type of aggression or hostility, either from what you're consuming, which social media, and then how you're reacting. Okay, so there's it's a powerful week. We have so much power with Mars and Uranus this week. So let me go through what's happening. So that's the first day. Woo! And then we'll end the week with the full moon in Capricorn, okay? So, and that's the full moon in Capricorn, the second one. So remember the first full moon in Capricorn was June 21st, right after the solstice, right? So now we have this second full moon in Capricorn where things will start to come to fruition, our answers will start to come clear, things will start to come clear for us, okay? So in between those powerful days, we have the sun sextiling Uranus. Now, when any planets are sextile, it's a harmonious energy. And so when the sun sextiles Uranus, it is going to amplify something new and exciting, and you might get flashes of insight. So, this is a really good week to just be super still and be in your right mind, right? And then after that, that's all I'm going to say. Mars sextiles Neptune. And I guess maybe let me rewind for a minute because I do want to say a little bit more. So when I say that, being in your right mind, what I mean is limit distractions, if not eliminate them. And, try to eliminate any mind altering situations. Even, and honestly, social media is mind altering, but I'm talking about any type of like alcohol, drugs, anything like that. Just let your mind be your greatest asset this week because it's going to tell you through dreams and through situations exactly where you need to be. Okay. Mars will sextile Neptune, or you can say it backwards, Neptune will sextile Mars. And that is amplifying your intuition and amplifying your spiritual development. And really, remember, Mars is the initiator, Neptune is the dreamer. So really pushing forward, maybe through dreams, maybe through writings, maybe through something creative. So be in this space of allowing yourself to receive that. And then Sunday, of course, we have so much happening, but the first thing is we have the full moon. So we'll have the full moon in Capricorn on the 21st. Also on that same day, check this out, Venus will sextile Jupiter, which is like love all the way, abundance all the way, creativity all the way, connection, right? So this is all things Venus amplified through Jupiter. So this is positive stuff, guys. So you definitely don't want to err on the side of aggression or anger or frustration or pushing, okay? Here's another Uranus. Mercury will square Uranus. So this is a little tense. So when Mercury squares Uranus, it's a little bit of a tension. It just creates a little bit of uncertainty, right? So maybe not all your questions are answered just yet, okay? And then the sun's going to trine Neptune. This is all on the same day as the full moon. The sun will trine Neptune, which will supposedly help you gain some insight through creativity. So be creative, okay? And then Mars is going to trine Pluto. Now, I talked a little bit about this before. Mars trining Pluto is going to, it could do one of two things. If you can remember that Pluto is all about power, Pluto is disempowerment or empowerment. You get to choose, and it's big transformations, okay? And so while Mars is trining Pluto, it can either push through disempowerment issues or allow yourself to gain courage and confidence so that you can truly feel that sense of empowerment in your life. And so again, it's a really, really active week. And again, it starts all with Mars and Uranus and the fixed star Algol. Okay, so think of maybe, if you think of maybe things that you've been working on, right? So maybe you've been trying to create a new habit, or you've been trying to let go of something or shedding something. This is the week to really put your focus on that, right? So whatever ritual you have, or therapy session, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand that we have this, and we as singularly, but also as a society, have an invitation to awaken to that feminine power within us. It means that we don't have to push, we don't have to step over others to get where we want to go. We can actually just sit and allow things to come to us if we are in that energy that we wish to become. really allow, and as we move toward the full moon, toward the end of the week, which I'll do a whole report on the full moon, all full moons are about releasing. So this whole week is about shedding. It's about letting go. It's about, honestly, not caring what other people think. And really stepping into our power and being like, no, this is what I want to be, do, and contribute. And then allow this fixed star algol to support you in, for lack of a better explanation, shining your light, right? Like we all have this beautiful light within us, and sometimes we're afraid to share it because we're afraid of what other people will think, or we'll be afraid if, will they accept us, or will I be ostracized, right? Like, who cares? No one cares. No one cares. Okay, so here's a couple little invitations for you for this week. You ready? Okay, first of all, remember Mars is initiator. Okay, so it's going to be slightly assertive. Uranus is change, liberation. Okay, so allow yourself to step into greater freedom, whatever that means for you. Freedom of thought, freedom from your phone, freedom, whatever it is. Honor where you feel, I don't want to use the word scared, but scared about, or hesitant about launching something or doing something, and then step over that hurdle, not for any other reason, but for yourself. And then allow yourself to really be in a place of disciplining your power. So we don't want to be wielding our power or slinging our power all over the place. We don't want to be aggressive. We don't want to engage in conflict. We want to be in a space of, sitting in our power and knowing exactly how to emanate it, not wield it and throw it around, but to emanate it. So, I like how that turned out. So if you've stayed this long, thank you. I think this is a really good week to pay attention to how you're using your power, to when and how you're feeling disempowered, and how you're supporting others in realizing their power as well. I will record a full moon report soon, I promise. For now, I just want to say thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week. Feel free to reach out to me if you want your chart read. You can just go to my website at danadamara.com. Thank you so much, you guys. Have such a beautiful day. Namaste.